Welcome to UC Today with me, David Dungay. Today I'm talking to Brian Gilman from IntelePeer and Mark Bunnell from Nuwave. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you?
I'm doing great.
How
Thanks
you
for
doing?
having me.
Nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Thank you. So today we're going to be talking about OCA and how that has really empowered IntelePeer and their offering. But before we get into that conversation, shall we do a few introductions? Brian, do you want to kick us off? Tell us a bit about yourself and IntelePeer.
Sure. I'm Brian Gilman. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer from IntelePeer. And for those of you who don't know us, IntelePeer is a communication workflow automation solution that really provides customers with low-code, no-code capabilities around voice automation, which sits within both the contact center as well as the unified communication space.
Fantastic. And Mark?
Yeah, I'm Mark Bunnell. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Nuwave, so I handle all the network operations, the customer experience, and the architecture of our iPilot software platform. Nuwave is a voice provider and also a software provider that happens to fully automate the entire team's voice estate, whether that be carrier operators or customers or other partner resellers. We are the standard when it comes to full automation of teams.
Fantastic. So we're going to be talking about OCA, or Operator Connect Accelerator. It's probably a good place to start to put a bit of context around this. So Mark, I'm going to start with you, if that's all right. Can you tell us a bit about OCA, what it does and why it's important within the market right now?
Yeah, Operator Connect Accelerator is a program that Microsoft put out to really help carrier operators onboard themselves into the Operator Connect ecosystem. Really, our program is a turnkey, step-by-step process that's fully white-gloved all the way through, which starts with security in mind. So it's all ISO 27001 certified, but it goes through and not only onboards carrier operators into Operator Connect with the APIs and things that are necessary, but also provides a stepwise training, testing, administration. Provides day two, provisioning program around it. So it's not just, a few APIs that you're setting up, but it's an entire encompassing program that enables, carrier operator to have a situation moving forward where, you can onboard customers very quickly at scale, and have all of the other necessary components that, through a testing, through anomaly detection and things like that. And you don't have to buy a certain SBC to be in the program. We're agnostic to any SBC or any network that carrier operator may have. And so we're able to integrate seamlessly with those existing networks and then provide all the training and support all the way through, from customer signing up to their success.
Fantastic. And let's talk about one of those customers, Brian. Tell us, why did you choose Nuwave, and what did OCA, what challenges did OCA solve for yourself?
Yeah, for us, it was a pretty easy decision for us to go and make. We had three primary challenges when looking at the Operator Connect environment. One was speed to market, and so for us was, how can we build out have the network build out, the testing, the failover, the validation, et cetera. And so working with Nuwave allowed us to really cut that time to market down because they had already built out the accelerator program. Two was the time comparison, of just having to, if we had gone to go do this directly with Microsoft, it's really weeks versus months having to do it direct with Microsoft. And then there's the overall cost. Nuwave took on a lot of the cost to help implement this solution. And so for us to try and build it out on our own versus work with OCA, we probably saw over $1 million in OpEx savings.
Wow, that's a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the solution itself, and what it did exactly?
Sure. So I'll go first, and if Mark wants to jump in, he can absolutely take the reins. But for us, it did a number of things. One, it allowed for full lifecycle management and provisioning of users within the tool. They provide a single pane of glass for customers to come in and self provision their own tools. And this comes through that iPilot portal that I think Mark referenced earlier. And then secondarily, it's the network connectivity on net with Azure, which is a critical component of this Operator Connect environment that we get as a carrier to go and bring those carrier services into that Microsoft Teams environment.
Yeah, that's 100%. I mean, we make it super turnkey. There's the lifecycle management of the portal. There's the documentation, and we provide, again, it's an entire program. It's not just getting set up with some APIs in the portal and being connected to Operator Connect, but it's the entire. You need to have a program moving forward, and so being able to turn up customers, not only for Teams but add other feature sets like recording, contact center management and things down the road that we're working on with IntelePeer, to add those types of functionalities into the portal. Full sales training, so getting your sales teams up to speed. The technical aspects, admin and operations of the platform. We always, also become a business continuity aspect of the portal because we have full learning management modules. So if our operators are growing very quickly and they need to get their service delivery folks up to speed, they can take a curriculum, pass a test, get certified and up to speed so that they can, help with that growth and that scale. And so again, it's a full program, not just getting set up with some APIs.
And that day two solution that Mark was referring to is really important for us, because not only do we have that rich legacy of being a voice carrier within these environments, but for us, our unique value prop in this Microsoft environment is really around that workflow automations for customers who need to provide additional voice automation in their enterprise environments. And so for us to very easily be able to do that through that Nuwave offer is something that is really important for us. That day two support made this a real no-brainer from an IntelePeer perspective.
Brian, I do want to pick up on some more of these outcomes of the relationship. You've mentioned a few already. Particularly around that capex saving and some time saving as well. Can you tell us a little bit more? Really highlight those outcomes for us and just sort of lay those out.
Yeah. So whenever you're looking at building out a large solution like this, you're trying to look at the cost savings of building it yourself versus partnering with someone like Nuwave. But for us, it was also the time savings. I mean, so, when you have a robust product roadmap like IntelePeer is always looking at going and building out, it's where you're going to put your resources. And so the OpEx savings, but also the month savings for us to get into market faster. And we saw that if we had gone and tried to build this on our own, we probably would have had a 12-month lead time to go and build out those network capabilities, et cetera. So that 12-month savings of being able to partner with Nuwave is just critical for our success to get into market faster, to start to see those sales opportunities come faster than they would otherwise. We had a large pent up demand from a number of our customers asking for the solution. And so speed to market was critical for us. And, the additional value that Nuwave brought to us around that single pane of glass for customers, it wasn't just speed to market, it wasn't just cost savings, but the value to the customer environment of being able to provide a single pane of glass for provisioning and bringing customers online faster. That quality of customer service is something that is so critical for not only us and our services, but you want the customer to be satisfied on the back end, and partnering with anybody will get you there, but it doesn't provide you with the level of customer service and support that we got with Nuwave. Additionally, the surround and the Microsoft support that we get from Nuwave is second to none. Not only from the networking perspective, but from an opportunities perspective. They have a rich wealth of marketing, Microsoft engineering, pre-sales capabilities that we leverage, coming into this environment. They've been doing this for a really long time. And so for us to really be able to go to market around this solution that was critical to our customers and allow us to really focus on our value add with our communication workflow automation solutions that we can provide over the top of these customers. Really was a no-brainer for us, and it's really the value that we've seen and the outcomes that we've seen very early days have really paid off in dividends.
Mark, I want to come to you now. There'll be a lot of viewers here watching today, wondering, how they should approach this question of Microsoft Voice, if you like, down the road. Obviously, you're one of a select group of people who launched with the OCA platform. What kind of consideration should businesses be asking themselves, before they make this leap, before they choose that specialist partner? What should people be thinking about?
Well, there's several factors really, and security is one of them. I mean, we're ISO certified, which is huge in the market today. We've been doing it longer than anyone else. We were the first ones to automate and have a platform like this. We've been through the program ourselves. We were a first wave, Operator Connect partner, so we've been through it. We've already onboarded, several carrier operators into the program. We have all the, probes and analyzers for anomaly detection that, our partners get to leverage, using our solution. And the system is so robust because it's been in market, and we've had a lot of great feedback from our partners as to new feature sets that they want to have, conversion tools, migration tools, that go over, and we're not standing still. Like what we've built in the past, we're just building on top of that architecture, and we're adding more features. And so anytime a customer or partner comes to us and says, here's a use case that maybe we don't solve today, we don't measure our dev time in months or quarters or years, it's weeks. And so we're able to take those feature set, requests and put them into the portal to, enhance the customer experience, because that's what we care about, not only from our operator partners, but for their customers to have a complete solution that's a no-brainer. And so, there's some very exciting new Operator Connect, programs and things that are coming out to our partners here very shortly. And in fact, in September, we have some game-changing new feature sets that'll be out and available. And so, the list goes on and on. But we are the preeminent partner when it comes to understanding teams and have the platform that truly provides what customers are looking for today.
Keep in mind, I mean, when you talk about Microsoft Teams, you're dealing with some pretty sophisticated, some of the larger Teams deployments, you get into very sophisticated enterprise architectures that you're dealing with, and the things that Mark spoke about in terms of the sophistication of their solution and the density of their solution in terms of providing the levels of security that global enterprises need today. It's a critical need when you're looking at choosing your providers carefully.
Absolutely. Look, Mark, Brian, I think that's a really great place to end today's discussion. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for sharing your insight on this relationship around OCA.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching. You've been watching me, David Dungay, on UC Today. If you liked today's conversation, please give us a like and a share on social media. That's it from me. See you next time.